It takes a lot of courage to fight in an octagon, but it takes even more courage to fight bare knuckle. But there is a girl who can easily say, been there, done that to that. Welcome to the Rich Rabbit, and today we'll be talking about the life journey of Paige Vanzant. Vanzant was born in Dundee, Oregon, and raised in Dayton, Oregon, both near Portland. Her parents owned a dance studio, and she was brought up dancing, ballet, jazz, and hip-hop for over 13 years. As a teen, she appeared in a mop commercial for Bissell. She was considered a tomboy while growing up and loved the outdoors. Her hobbies included riding dirt bikes and fishing. In high school, she was regularly bullied by a group of girls. The bullying included mocking her surname Slatton, which students changed to Slutton. She eventually changed her surname legally to Vanzant because of the persistent bullying. She chose Vanzant because it was one of her mother's students' last names, and she liked the way it sounded. However, she has noted this experience as one of the reasons she likes being a martial artist and having the ability to defend herself. After Vanzant moved with her family to Sparks, Nevada, she was looking for a dance studio when she came across UFC veteran Ken Shamrock's gym. There, she began training in boxing and other martial arts. After winning an amateur fight at age 18, Vanzant made a professional MMA debut in June 2012. It was UWF's Tournament of Warriors finale against Jordan Nicole Gaza in Corpus Christi, Texas, which she won by split decision. Later in September that year, she faced Amber Stotzenberger at Premier Fight Series 2 and won via unanimous decision. Big things were waiting for her. In December 2013, Vanzant was announced as one of 11 women signed by the UFC for its newly created strawweight division. It was also announced that she would compete as a cast member on The Ultimate Fighter, a television reality series as part of a tournament to crown the inaugural strawweight champion. However, in March 2014, Vanzant was turned away from the reality series because she was only 20 years old, and the minimum age to compete on it is 21 due to the presence of alcohol in the house. We feel for you, Vanzant. That is sad. In August 2014, the UFC announced that Vanzant would face Kaylin Curran on October 4, 2014 in Halifax at UFC Fight Night McDonald vs. Seth Dean. But Vanzant suffered a back injury and the bout was rescheduled for UFC Fight Night Edgar vs. Swanson. Vanzant marked her UFC debut by defeating Curran by TKO in the third round, in a fight that would win Fight of the Night honors. After defeating Curran, Vanzant enjoyed an increase in popularity. In February 2015, she was signed to a sponsorship deal with Reebok. This became a source of controversy due to her having only one UFC fight at the time. Some media outlets and fighters speculated that Vanzant only received the deal due to her physical attractiveness. UFC President Dana White responded that she received the Reebok deal because of her it factor and personality. Vanzant faced Felice Herrig on April 18, 2015 in New Jersey at UFC on Fox Machida vs. Rockhold. Following a competitive first round, Vanzant eventually overwhelmed Herrig with her grappling, winning by unanimous decision. Vanzant faced Alex Chambers on September 5, 2015 at UFC 191. After controlling most of the fight with aggressive strikes and grappling, she won via armbar submission in the third round. That got her a new contract right away. Vanzant was expected to face Joanne Calderwood at UFC Fight Night 80. However, Calderwood was pulled from the fight in October and replaced by Rose Namajunas. Vanzant lost the one-sided fight via submission in the fifth round. Following her time on Dancing with the Stars, Vanzant returned to the cage to face Bec Rawlings on August 27, 2016 at UFC on Fox Maia vs. Condit. She won the fight via KO in the second round after landing a flying head kick and a flurry of follow-up punches. The win earned VanZant her first Performance of the Night bonus award, but it was time for her to move to another division. She ended her run in the strawweight division, ranked number 12. In August 2017, VanZant moved to the 125-pound flyweight division and was booked against Jessica I at UFC 216 on October 7. However, VanZant pulled out of the fight on September 25, citing a back injury and other issues. VanZant's debut in the flyweight division eventually took place in 2018. She faced Jessica Rose Clark on January 14, 2018 at UFC Fight Night Stephens vs. Choi. After breaking her arm in the second round when attempting a spinning back fist, she lost the fight via unanimous decision. That injury stopped her from fighting in the octagon, but not for long. After a year away from competition due to the broken arm, VanZant faced Rachel Ostovich in January 19, 2019 at UFC Fight Night Cejudo vs. Dillashaw. She won the fight via armbar submission in the second round. VanZant was briefly linked to a matchup with Poliano Botello on April 13, 2019 at UFC 236. However, just days after the pairing was leaked, VanZant announced that she would not be competing on the card due to a fractured right arm. Botello remained on the card to face Lauren Mueller. Initially, VanZant was told that she wouldn't require surgery on her arm and was targeting a return to the octagon in July. But in early June, she told ESPN that the bone in her arm had not healed and that she would have to undergo surgery. VanZant was rescheduled to face Amanda Ribas on March 14, 2020 at UFC Fight Night 170. However, VanZant was forced to pull out of the fight due to fracturing her right arm yet again, third such time for her. She stated the injury was small and only needed 6 to 8 weeks to heal. VanZant requested to reschedule the bout 1 month later, but Ribas decided to remain at the event and Randa Marco stepped in as the replacement. The bout with Ribas was rescheduled and eventually took place on July 12, 2020 at UFC 251. VanZant lost the fight via a submission in round 1. But after enduring pain and a bundle of losses, she started another chapter in her life. In August 2020, VanZant signed a 4-bout contract to fight exclusively in the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, reportedly worth over $1 million. VanZant made her debut for the promotion in February 2021 against Britton Hart in the main event of BKFC Knucklemania in Tampa, Florida. She lost the fight via unanimous decision. VanZant faced Rachel Ostovich at BKFC 19 on July 23, 2021. But she lost the bout via unanimous decision. After the loss, VanZant indicated her interest to resume MMA competition, speaking of her openness to join Bellator. In September 2021, VanZant made her first professional wrestling appearance, appearing for All Elite Wrestling or AEW on their Dynamite program, with fighters from American Top Dream. The following week on Rampage, VanZant attacked Chris Jericho. On the February 2, 2022 episode of Dynamite, American Top Team's Dan Lambert introduced VanZant to Brandy Rhodes, later attacking Rhodes at his behest. However, the angle between VanZant and Rhodes was dropped after Brandy and her husband Cody announced that they were leaving AEW. On March 4, AEW founder Tony Khan tweeted that VanZant would sign with the promotion. She appeared alongside her husband, Austin Vanderford, in the audience on the March 9 episode of Dynamite. During the main event, she attacked Tay Conti at ringside, distracting Sammy Guevara and assisting Scorpio Sky to win the TNT Championship. After that match, VanZant signed her AEW contract on top of Tay's body. Well, that's brutal. Now let's talk about her other media appearances. In March 2016, VanZant was announced as one of the celebrities who would compete on season 22 of Dancing with the Stars. She partnered with professional dancer Mark Balla. The couple reached the finals of the show, but they finished in second place behind model Niall DeMarco and his partner Peter Murgatroyd. In mid-2017, VanZant was announced as one of 16 celebrities taking part in a celebrity cooking competition on the Food Network TV series Chopped. She was featured in the Star Power Culinary Muscle episode. VanZant made it through the appetizer and entree rounds to compete in the dessert round against former Olympic gold medalist figure skater Dorothy Hamill. She then edged out Hamill in the dessert round to become the Chopped winner. Besides just gloves, she has also picked a pen when she released her biography, Rise: Surviving the Fight of My Life, in April 2018. The book details her rise to fame, including her UFC battles, personal battles, and appearances on Dancing with the Stars. She has modeled for Nike and Columbia Sportswear. In September 2018, VanZant married Austin Vanderford, a professional MMA fighter. The couple began dating the previous year, and Vanderford proposed to her in January 2018. And on that note, it's time for us to call it a day. But we sure hope that you liked the video and found it informative. Please subscribe to The Rich Rabbit and don't forget to click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.